You have to be very neutral when you listen, when you're open to listen to compassion. So you say, so you find somebody that you trust, and you say, "Can I please? I need to say so. I need to confess." The more people you can include in that, the better, because then the fear of it coming out is finished. You don't need to be ashamed anymore because you said it and everybody knows it. Even if people go and tell somebody else and say, "Oh, imagine what she said." You said it. You wanted it to be known. It's so liberating, confession. It's really liberating. So it's also a recognition what we have done. That's very, very helpful to do these things. Just one sec, I want to say, being able to apologize, you value the relationship over the ego. Do you understand what it means? Okay. An angry response to violence seems normal when you give it, but not when you receive it. Okay, Ruti.
I just want to say that in the anthroposophy, they believe that they have to come to the one who is going to die and to ask him, to say to him that everything okay and to forgive you. Not ask him to forgive us. In the Judaism you say, we forgive you about anything. In the anthroposophy it's opposite, that we forgive you about anything.
But you don't need to say, because
it's
the person,
like
you see, the person might be totally calm, not knowing about anything. You come and say, "I forgive you," and then I go like, "Oi, for what?" You know, what these things do, because I met somebody that is quite famous, also in the FPMT, and I'm kind of famous in the FPMT, and so we didn't know each other for many years. We had never met, but we heard about each other. Then she met me and she said, "Oh wow, you're totally different from what I thought." Then I thought, huh? How did you think I was? So this one, when they're not asking for forgiveness, just say everything is okay, don't worry, I'm fine. You see, this is the best way to accept an apology. When I said to her, "It's okay, I don't feel hurt, I'm not disappointed, it's perfectly okay. I spent 5 months there, I worked like mad, I've never worked like this my whole life. It was the best summer I've ever had. And I gave that project a lot of money. I was happy. I learned something from it. I grew there very much. So I'm kind of, it's cynical to say I'm grateful to her. It would have been that because we were very good friends at one point. So it would have been cynical to say I'm grateful to her. I'm not grateful to her, but still, I grew in that situation. So again, that just to finish with these, how they do it in the school, and this is, I think, from Thich Nhat Hanh also. In that, you know, CCC, Creating Compassionate Cultures School, how they do it. When there's a conflict, they take the 2 kids, there's a 3rd person there. It's always good to have a witness who is neutral. This happens to me when I'm with couples. All of a sudden they start to tell each other things they don't dare to say when they're alone, because they know when I'm there, the other one is not daring to get too angry. You know, when somebody apologizing when a 3rd person is there, you have some kind of chance that the person that you hurt will not hit back, because they kind of know it's not right, and when the teacher is there, of course they don't do it. So then it really helps the situation. So I don't mind when people do it, when couples do it, when I'm there and they start to accuse each other or to apologize like this. So when there's a conflict, they take the 2 kids and then they have a crystal heart and a conch shell. A conch shell, you know, a shell. So the shell makes noise. You can hear with the shell. You know, I mean, it's not the shell, it's your ear. So then one kid gets the heart, and the other one gets the shell. So the one who has the heart in his hand, he can speak. speak with a kind heart. And the other one who has the shell has to listen with an open ear. And then they exchange these two objects. So each one knows I will have a chance to say what I have to say. And they say it really, for conflict resolution, it works really well. To give each other the chance when a third person is there, and but you remind them, speak with a kind heart and listen with an open ear. And then when the conflict is resolved, both the kids go to the garden and they plant the seed of a calendula. And then they have to water it. They have to look after it. That's in that CCC school. That's very nice. So that's one other method that they have. Also, they make the kids, and this is what you can do also. This is your homework when you go home. You can sit down, and if you're good at drawing, which I am not, but still when we did that I had to do it, you draw how you would like the world. This is from the 16 guidelines. 16 guidelines to have a happy life. You make a drawing, how would I like the world? And especially when there's a conflict, you make a drawing, how would I like the group? So we had just really big conflict in Bern at that time, because it was a bit what Dawn, no, you're not Dawn, can't remember his name now. And what he said is like, somebody had a pretty high position and made a lot of mistakes, but he was also doing the website, so he's very sensitive, so we knew if we kind of say, look, you can't do this anymore, he also drops the website, we didn't know how to tell him. I said, sorry, for me this is not Dharma group, when we can't even tell each other what kind of mistakes we're making. But it was a difficult situation. So anyway, also I didn't like that person. So I sit down, I make a drawing of that, how do I want to group. I drew a tree. And I named the tree, I wish that everybody in this group would like to grow. Then I made a first aid kit, that when we hurt each other, that we also have the methods to heal each other. And I can't remember, I think I made a river that we just could, I can't remember. Anyway, at the end, you had to reflect, what are you doing to bring that situation about? That was the question. And I looked at my picture and I thought, well, first of all, I don't like that person. Second, I don't give him tools to heal when I hurt him, because I'm very critical of him. I know he's very sensitive, and I'm not taking that into consideration. So I saw I was also playing games. So when I came back from that weekend, I said to the whole group, to the board, I said, look, if there is anything that I am doing that makes you upset or you think is not helpful, please tell me. And the strange thing, because I opened myself up for him to shoot at me if he wants to, because that's what he does. He's very sensitive and he shoots at everybody. Yeah. So I opened myself up, and it was like you let the air out of a tire that is pumped too high. The whole energy went. He left the group, he left the board without us having to throw him out. And he still does the website. So sometimes these things seem to be magic. How it, no need for words. Nobody accused me of anything, but they knew they would have the permission to criticize me if they want. That they don't have to be afraid of me to tell me, hey, look, this and this and this. And they made everybody totally relaxed. It's really amazing. So if you have a group like this, do that with the people or with the kids. How do I want my classroom? This is what they do in the school. So they make these, harmonious and peaceful, blah blah. Then these drawings go on the wall. So when there's a conflict, the kid comes and then you say, which one is your drawing? And it says that one. And it says, okay, so and what are you doing to make this come about? They give the kids a lot of questions. They don't give them answers. They don't say, do this, don't do that. But they show them the consequences, what happens. Like they have the story of a plastic toy that comes from China that pollutes the rivers with drawings like this. So the kid understands my toy has consequences here. So maybe one is enough. I don't need 5 or 10. It's really good, it's really nice. Okay. So how about we finish, okay, it's 4:30. I know that somebody said that they have to go at 4:30. So if you would like to leave, then that's fine. Otherwise, I continue another half an hour. So thank you very much for having joined us, the ones who go now. Have a safe journey home and enjoy your life. So if you need a stretch break before we do the meditation, just stand up, take a few deep breaths, shake your limbs, and we do a last meditation, a compassion meditation, which in Resig, where again we just saying that right. No.